Here we have a new 2023 Nissan Ariya Platinum Plus. Now this one comes with an all-wheel drive, so this is an E-Force. Comes in gray and black two-tone, and then we have the blue-gray perforated Nappa leather interior. And we're getting 389 horsepower, an 87 kilowatt hour battery. And we're just gonna see what this was about on the road, but as we come around to the front end here, LED headlamps along with the LED daytime running lights and the LED fog lights. Now I've reviewed a couple of these before, so again, I just kind of want to give an overview, but mostly just focus on the drive with the new all-wheel drive system. Now this one does have 19-inch wheels. I believe those are aluminum, so it kind of got the aero look going on there for aerodynamics to maximize range. We get passive keyless entry on all 4 doors, and then hit set, press the number you want to set it to, and then you can recall it by hitting either number. For your memory seats, and then power door lock controls are here. Power mirror dial is here, so you can just pick a side and adjust. And then you can also just turn all of them off, which is nice. And then we do have power folding mirrors with blind spot monitors, one-touch automatic up and down windows on all 4 doors, rear window lock. And then I love the door panel having that two-tone look. Kind of matches the outside a little bit. But we do get that Bose sound system as well. So here's the controls for the steering assist, heads-up display. We can cut that on and off. Then we can toggle the auto stop, and then we can turn off the charging departure times, and then that's for the lift gate. And then we have a power tilt telescoping steering wheel. And there's a power driver's seat with 4-way power lumbar. And again, just love that color. But I have that seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs. So we're gonna check out the leg room here. And I wanna give a huge shout out to Nissan of Cool Springs for allowing me to review this vehicle. I'll leave a link below to it in the description if you all are interested in test driving or if you're ready to buy one. But back here, legroom's pretty good, and I've said this before. I've sat in the back of several of these. But I like that we get the seat back pockets on both sides, 3-stage heated outboard seats, and then a USB-C, USB-A charge port. And then our AC vents are here. But ever since I saw the Ariya at the Chicago Auto Show, I've just been kind of just taken aback by it, because it's one of the more, I think it's the most futuristic looking on the outside. And I just love how they did the almost Tesla-esque interior, just making like it's a minimalist interior, but it's also like you have screens, you have a few buttons, everything's just mostly soft touch, but it looks fantastic. And I love these dome lights. You just scroll across them just like that, turn them on and off. And a grab handle here, you can put a plastic hanger or a couple metal hanger hooks there. But I love this like suede, I don't know what, Alcantara, whatever that is, that's a nice touch. Very nice. But as we come around to the back end here, we do have the LED tail lamps. And I'm gonna go ahead and pop the lift gate. While I'm doing that, we'll look underneath. Anyone who's interested. Not much to see there, but plenty of space in the back here. And we have the 2 side trays if you wanna put something in the back you don't want rolling all over the place. And then we have additional storage in here. And the inflator kit is back there. Gotta get all this out of the way. Okay. There we go. But as we come around on the rear passenger side, if you want to fold the seat flat, just pull up here. That's simple, very easy to do. And it's interesting that they have the side airbag right there. That is very, very neat. I don't think I've seen that before. Mostly it's in the seat as it folds back and forth. Huh. So yeah, an interesting design for the seat there. But before we check out the front passenger seat, let's just take a quick look at the window sticker here. You all can pause anywhere you need to. Hopefully you all can see there. It doesn't seem to be too bad of a glare out. And I apologize, I've been by the interstate all day reviewing because the 2 stores that I'm working at now, there's no space. Everybody's getting their inventories back up right as people are kind of slowing down on buying. But there's our front passenger seat, power seat back, seat bottom. And then we have a 12-volt USB-C, USB-A port there, little storage pocket. And then glove compartment here with owner's manuals. And then hit these buttons here, which I'll come back to them later, but you can power open and shut that. And then for the charge port, you can just click that. And you can DC fast charge. I'm not sure of the actual max speed. I'll try to include that in the description for anybody who's interested. But that's 100% from Asia, 70% Japan, 30% China. But again, it kind of has that feel to it too, like that imported feel, and I kind of like that about it. Let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So I love the leather wraps, kind of got like a flat bottom feel, steering wheel here. But over here to the actual infotainment system, I think it's a 12.4 inch screen or something like that. So we have the home page here where the navigation is on the right side, and we have audio and then Bluetooth here. And you can manage your connections pretty easily. You get wireless CarPlay, wired Android Auto, but just run through the prompts, it'll walk you right through it. And then when you connect your Bluetooth with CarPlay, it'll ask you if you want to do wireless CarPlay or not. For the navigation screen, it's pretty simple to use. You can set up your home, work, or you can find close by fueling stations, restaurants, all of that. I don't know if they fixed the fueling station. I know it used to be it would pull up gas stations, and you're thinking, why do you need that in an electric vehicle? But anyways, so it still does that. And then you can just click there. And then you have all of these different things to choose from. So it's an interesting navigation system. It's kind of wonky, but once you get used to it, it's straight. And then connections, again, you can manage that. Alexa, go to all your apps here. And then from the EV app, you can use or check out your energy usage as well as the driving range. And I like the driving range because it does tell you just like, hey, this is how far you can go with this thing based on how much battery life is left. And then you can also find close by charging stations as well, which is pretty helpful. And then the charge time and all that, which is pretty neat. You can just set up when you want it to charge. And then the climate control, if you want it to be set at a certain whatever, like if you always go to work at 7 a.m., it'll be ready to go with the climate right at that time. Just gonna run through everything here. So for the sources, AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth, all of that. And then let's go ahead and take a look at this backup camera. The backup camera there, guidelines follow, you just turn the steering wheel. And then you have that 360 view on top of that. And then you also have the self-parking, which you can hit the button there, or you have the button right here, and then you can also toggle your E-step here. So that's a regenerative braking system. And then you have several different drive modes: Eco, Snow, Standard, and Sport. And you can toggle through all of those. And then bottle holders, wireless charging pad, and then you can stow all of that here. So I just wanted to go into that before I check out the AC controls. So from here, it's actually probably better to hit that here. So this pulls up everything, so you can control fan direction here. And then you can also control fan speed by toggling there. You can turn the auto mode on, turn that off by adjusting the fan speed. And then you can heat or cool the front seats. And that's pretty easy to do as well. You can set it to auto. So you also have buttons or soft touch down here to adjust the temperature, defrosters, fan speed, and cut the whole system on and off, which is nice. It's nice to have all these shortcuts right here. And then if you really want to delve into stuff, you can do it from right here. But then your steering wheel, you can also set that to either heated, auto, or cut it off completely. And then you can sync, unsync there. And then hazards are here. You can go through your track list or radio stations here. And then volume control, you can toggle the whole audio system there. And hit this camera button. That'll give you that front camera as well as that 360 view on the right side. And then you can adjust the brightness for the screen itself there. Now we also can move this armrest and this whole system here back and forth, and then that actually gives you access, well, better access to what's down below there. But a secondary function of this, which is pretty cool when you think about it, is when this is all the way back, that actually moves all the controls and the vents towards the back as well. So it's probably one of the best flowing rear AC systems out there because it can basically get right up on you. So that's pretty cool. Again, a secondary effect, or maybe that was a primary, I don't know. But electronic parking brakes down here, pull up to engage, hit the brake, press down to disengage. And then we do have the power roof here, and I like that we can actually slide this sunroof. And then we also have a power sunshade. I know I have a Mustang Mach-E and I don't have a sunshade, and I can't actually open the roof. And the design is so interesting here because, first of all, that's a 2-touch there. So one time will pretty much take it 75% of the way and then hit it second time to get it all the way back. But I've never seen, that I can remember at least, a sunroof that slides underneath the fixed glass. Usually goes over, but that actually maximizes how far that roof will go back. That is interesting. But universal garage door transmitters here, all those controls are there. And then these are the dome lights, very pretty. Sunglasses holders here, rear camera mirror, turn that on and off there. And all the settings are down below, you can adjust that. And then over here, getting back to the steering wheel, blinker, and then we have our headlamp controls here. So that's low beams, off, auto, and then our fog light toggle is there. And then we can toggle our automatic high beams here, or high beam assist, I forget that's what they call it at Nissan. Or you can just use your regular high beams, toggle those on and off that way. And then over here to the right side stock, automatic wipers, it's one time off, auto, low, high, and then we can adjust the auto wiper sensitivity there. And then we have our rear wipers here, that's intermittent on, and then pull back for the rear wiper fluid, push up for the front wiper fluid. And then volume controls are here. We can use the scroll bar to go through our gauge cluster. When applicable, you use this to go through the actual sub menus. So pretty neat how everything's set up. I love the setup for the screen. And then we can go through our radio station presets or track list here. And then we can use this shortcut menu and go through all of that if you want to get into something. So let's say you want to set the lane keep assist or lane keeping system real quick, you can do that. And then over here, voice recognition, Bluetooth, gap adjust for the Pro Pilot system. And then we can set that here and then toggle that whole Pro Pilot system on and off there. And then you can use this. This is the lane changing system, and I've said what I will about this. It's not my favorite because you have to keep your hands on the steering wheel as it changes the lanes for you, which kind of defeats the purpose in my opinion, but it does work. And there's the horn there. And there's our sensor. Heads-up display. And then there's the vanity mirror there. Push button start, you just hit that power button. And then finally, here is our key fob. And then we can also activate that lift gate, excuse me, right here. But now to what I've been waiting for, let's go ahead and take this Ariya Platinum Plus E-Force out on the road for a test drive.